Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Now it's time to go into our new segment, HBCU Money, with the wonderful William A. Foster. Will, what do you have for us this week?
Thank you again, Stephen, and great to be back as always. Today's
Absolutely.
statistics come from an HBCU Money article entitled 5 Ways Black Men Can Invest in Black Boys. Now, these are primarily social statistics that have immense economic consequences and impact on the African American community. 2019 National Assessment of Education Progress highlighted that only 6% of 12th grade Black males were reading at the proficient level, and only 1% were reading at the advanced level. In 2021, 76% of Black boys finished high school compared to 93% of their Asian counterparts. According to the National Center for Education Statistics, of African American men in college, only 36% were finishing college within 6 years, compared to 52% of their Latino male counterparts and 63% of their white male counterparts. Now, this one is really impactful and really should sit with a lot of us. The US Census reports that African American boys 17 and under comprise over 40% of the African American males in poverty. And lastly, of the 12.3 million African American men over the age of 25, roughly 50% have only a high school diploma or less.
Wow. You know, it's interesting about this because there was this teacher who recently went viral saying that everyone's blaming lack of literacy in Black communities on COVID, the pandemic, but they said this was happening way before that. So it's interesting, you read Nazi statistics, you start back from 2018, 2019, this is pre-COVID. What do you think we can do to combat this?
So 2 of the recommendations that we have in the piece, one is African American men investing in supplemental education for Black boys. Now, what does supplemental education mean? It is anything that is happening outside of the classroom. And that means paying for private tutors if they can for Black boys, especially in those core areas like math, science, English, history. It also means paying for or helping families fund trips to the museums for enrichment, academic camps during the summer. A lot of HBCUs offer summer camps. A lot of Black boys and their families don't have access for the funds to pay for them. Other things, one of the other big things that Black men can do to help Black boys is help pay for therapy. Black boys often need access to mental health therapy early and often, and families who are not able to get that or provide that for them obviously has consequences. The other major thing that in writing this piece and putting this together was there are not many Black organizations dedicated to Black boys. There's a ton dedicated to Black girls. There are even organizations that have Black boys as a side objective, but there are very few actual nonprofits that are dedicated to the enrichment of Black boys. And I think Black men and the community as a whole, it would behoove a lot of us to look at how do we get more organizations developing for the enrichment and development of Black boys beyond obviously sports and entertainment.
Absolutely, because it's interesting. A lot of it is going to sports, going to being an artist, a music artist, or some type of sort, as opposed to education and literacy, where it's important. Very important information. Where can they keep up with everything HBCU money related and all the articles and information? What's the best way?
As always, you can find us on hbcumoney.com. You can find us on X, Twitter, at HBCU Money. We're on Threads at HBCU Money. Those are the primary platforms in which we currently are operating.
All right. William Foster, we appreciate you always. We'll be right back after this.